Her only attack is Fireball.
Greg, you're back. Missed you, bud.
Fireball.
Oh my god.
All right. Are we ready? Question mark?
Sean's ready.
Every time I hear Fireball, I can play that song.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay. Mr. Morton, would you like to start us off?
Glad to finally have a break from having to fill in.
Yeah, I don't have to have a deep voice.
Alrighty, let's see. Let's improvise something. Our heroes crawl through the sewers to find themselves in the castle of the king. Can they talk their way out of this? Or are they doomed to die? It's out of the turmoil!
All right.
Doomed.
We're in the sewer.
So, yeah.
I think so.
You're heading to the castle. So last we left off, you all met. You all were on the steps and met up with the leader of the revolutionaries, Ariella. She told you kind of her side, asking for your help. And basically defeating the king and overthrowing him. So with that information, you guys haven't fully committed to them, but you're like somewhat, you know, you're like, all right, we can see your point, but you aren't fully
Enough
committed
that they
to
don't hate us yet.
Yeah, they don't hate you. You haven't like insulted them, so that's good. I guess that's a good start.
Mhm.
At least on one side, we're going with no insults.
You would think it wouldn't be that hard.
And then anyway, with that, Ariella helped you point out kind of some secrets, like the sewers, as a way to go around the city. After all, you are currently being the guards of the city are looking for you for some reason. Who knows why? It's not like you've done anything this morning. Anyway, so you went down into the sewers. Aaron, Sirocco, and Elaine all the secret door, and they're like, "Oh, look, a secret door! Oh, look, someone crying for help! Huh?
No,
Let's go
not
check
all
it
of them
out."
were like that.
So you checked it out. You found this creepy place. You found a Nothic and some gibbering mouthers. It was a load of fun. And then you got some sweet swag. And you all short rested while everyone else was waiting for you to finish up whatever your little adventure was. And now you're back, still in the sewers, still in the middle. Still not in the middle, but in kind of like the main central sewer line that runs through the town. So we're just gonna assume you meet up again, you take your short rest, and you walk for a bit. And you all come across you notice it splits off. Ariella, when she was kind of giving you directions around this place, around the sewers to get back to where you're supposed to be, basically where your hotel was. Once you, she told you about this split that happens. Both directions will take you either way. It will take you to the same place, but one is a little bit, we'll say, not cleaner necessarily because this is the sewers. But at the very least, one side is more taken care of. You can tell that one is more favored than the other. One path is you can see that there's footsteps on the ground. You can see that there's less moss growing on the side. It's a little bit more. It's a bit cleaner, not necessarily cleaner, but it's more like I said, just from use. Foot travel and people using it. people seem to be favoring that side more as opposed to the other side, which has some more. The rocks are a little bit don't seem to the rock floor and the sides seem to be giving way a little bit chipped. You can see like there are some plants actually starting to grow, and the moss seems to cover like the walls, and it just stinks more on that side. So yeah, there's a
Sounds
path.
like you're really trying to sell the one path.
I'm not trying to sell either path. I'm just saying there's one path which is more used, and there's one path that
On the
isn't.
smelly side. That seems more dangerous.
Two roads
You choose.
diverged.
Or
in a
maybe the
city
one that's
sewer.
used more, the one that's used more has more people, more traffic, so we'll probably run into someone who hates us.
Everyone hates us.
Exactly.
Two roads diverged in a city sewer, and I took the one less traveled by.
Oh my god. Oh, thank
What'd you say? I heard you, Fainara. What were you saying?
Didn't say anything.
Oh, you didn't say anything. Do you have
you.
anything to say?
No, that was my dad. That was my
Oh.
dad's
Okay.
voice.
I just heard deep male voice that wasn't too deep to be Sean.
Yeah, that was my dad in the distance because my parents have no concept of what a microphone, how a microphone works, even with headphones plugged in. So they think because I have
Oh, like my
headphones in
parents.
that you guys they think because I have headphones in, it means that you can only hear me and I can only hear you. They don't understand that the mic is picking up everything.
Well,
I had to explain this for a little bit for my mom to understand why she had to put headphones on to keep watching her movie. So we weren't listening to like Notting Tree or whatever.
Notting Hill. Notting
Oh, thank
Hill.
you. I don't know what she's watching. I thought that's what she was
Something
watching.
about
but
a
I think she might have
tree.
changed it.
I don't care.
Notting Hill. Yeah, sorry. I can't remember what she was watching. It was Notting whatever.
It's definitely Notting Tree now.
Yeah. It's a better title. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. That was my
all
dad.
good. All good.
I had to let my mom know that he got her a tiny calendar.
Aw.
Nism advocates for taking the less traveled path, the more wild one. He's a
Woo!
wild
Shouldn't
child.
we take
Danger.
the nicer one? Because the nicer
like-
one would lead to the
Danger's
palace.
my middle name.
They both leave the same place. Remember? That's what he opened with.
Yeah. We could probably get more
But
swag.
there's a reason why more people travel on the other one.
Yeah, but also
Yeah.
we don't want to run into anyone. Monsters, like, who cares? But people, that's harder.
Monsters, the thing that killed me that one time. Who cares?
I was killed by a person. Oh my god.
I mean, we don't technically know what she was.
I think she was a person.
I don't think she was a person. She's definitely like a
She's a
demon in
person.
a little child's body.
Oh god.
Demons take the form of children. Have you not watched BuzzFeed
No, I
Unsolved? Ryan's very clear
She could
about
have been all
that.
kinds of things. I get it. Yeah.
Who else? Who hasn't said? Elaine, Fainara, do you have any preferences? Or Ileana, Fainara?
I mean,
Or anyone?
Leaning toward less traveled.
I'm afraid to vote because I'm the one who made us go into the trap last time.
So your vote doesn't count, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, my vote doesn't count. What
is
do you
your
think,
vote?
Dad?
Just
Let's
out of-
try it. Let's do it.
Okay. I mean,
Okay,
my
so we
vote was
got-
less traveled, but I'm regretting it
Already?
because it's me.
Already?
That is so fast.
Vote for
That
the
says less traveled though too. So
Yeah.
I guess.
just because
that's what
Francis
we're
was selling the
thinking.
good path so much, I don't want to go down that way.
I'm describing.
How do you know it's not
I'm
reverse psychology, you guys?
I
trying
know,
to
he's probably tricking us.
I'm trying to. I don't think.
I don't-
metagame.
Here's what he's doing. The only difference between the sewers I'm hearing is one has more connections to it than the other one, so the other one is cleaner. Like, That's what civil engineer Sean hears.
God.
Is one, it's
I
not
hear-
necessarily use less.
We
it's
just want to
you-
be disgusting sewer moles when we see the king again because we give the worst impression.
It's too late. Like I don't
I'm
know
like,
if
it's
you've
way
ever been
too
in the
late.
sewer. Even a light exposure, you smell bad.
Yeah, and we need more. We want to
Besides-
smell this bad for weeks.
Besides,
Sirocco does not.
Nisman turns around. Nisman turns around and is like, "Does anyone have prestidigitation? Because that would clean us up real quick."
Actually,
Anyone?
Sully might.
Sully should.
Sally would not have. That would not expect Sally to
doesn't?
have prestidigitation.
Yeah,
doesn't
I
Yeah.
feel like. Oh no, I was thinking of a different one. Just kidding.
thaumaturgy.
Sally
Yeah,
would
that's what I
use.
was
Sally
thinking of.
would like wear his blood, the blood stains on his shirt with pride. He would not want to clean them off.
That's true.
He hasn't
There's no
cleaned his
honorable
tunic once.
means.
He still has like orc blood from when we were collecting the ears stuff.
Ew.
I'm still wearing the ears. What do you
He's
mean?
still wearing the ears. No, we gave those away.
No, damn it.
I'm like, we gave them.
Or did we? Did we get to keep them afterwards? I bet they
think-
would
I
have
think we
given them
did.
back if you asked.
I think they are very explicit. No, we do not want orc ears.
So he's definitely wearing the ear necklace still.
I hate everything about this.
Oh, jeez.
Aren't you supposed to be part of the life domain?
Yeah.
I
Really,
can't.
really,
He doesn't
really
care
long
about
with the word
monsters'
domain.
lives.
Nope.
This is great.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Well, pass that trouble.
Okay.
What did you think? Okay, so Ariella did tell us that there are some sewer gators in.
We already
Listen,
just
we
ran
already
into monsters.
Yeah, I need some new
Okay,
boots.
we're like, we're gonna end up finding something. Like, let's just.
We
Okay.
can all have matching boots, you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Here.
Matching boots.
Whoever. So if there's a split, whoever who wants to go to the clean side.
Wait, you're letting us split the party?
No, I'm asking you who wants to go to the clean.
So he
Listen,
knows.
I
it total.
thought I thought majority was
dirty side.
was the dirty side.
Francis
I'm
is
like,
making
I
a
thought-
total tally.
Yeah.
Okay, Sirocco just prefers clean things, so she
Sirocco?
probably would have
Okay.
picked the cleaner side.
Okay.
But I thought the majority was already.
And who wants to go to the dirty side?
Nisman's
Me.
a nasty
Hi.
boy.
Dirty.
So, okay.
Ileana too.
Okay.
I'm like, majority of people wanted to go to the dirty side. Sirocco's
The
just
one
like,
who didn't
okay,
vote is Katie. So
Okay, you fools.
Well, I'm the clean side.
Okay.
okay.
No, these are the fools who did not get almost killed by the gibbering mother and the Nothic.
Okay.
No, some of
I
them
need-
are still the fools that almost got killed by the giver.
I'm always the fool.
Yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
Elaine is prime example for that.
So I need
That's a bad
everybody
idea.
to make
Oh,
a
God
perception
damn it.
check. I need everybody to make a perception check.
Guys.
What are we doing?
Oh man, I got the
Okay.
worst
Okay, wait. Don't everyone yell them out first. Okay. Okay.
Perception.
Clean people.
What am I gonna?
What did
Oh
you get?
no.
Clean people.
Okay, so I got a 21.
Okay. Aaron.
17.
Okay. And that's all the clean people, right?
Yeah, there's only two
Yep.
of us that
All right.
wanted to be
30
hygienic.
people.
Nisman got 10.
Sally.
What did I get? 18.
Feonaro.
15.
Ileana.
What is 17 plus 5?
Okay.
23.
Okay.
3. Thank you.
I mean 22.
22.
22.
Shut up, Dad.
You got it wrong and you didn't know.
Okay. So with that, so you're all just
I
like,
got a 7.
well, you didn't choose because your vote doesn't count.
Oh,
So-
right, okay.
So so right now you're just kind of like awkwardly like you're just like at like this crossroad or not the whatever fork, that's what it's called. You're at this fork
Oh man,
and you're
we're
just
waiting
like
long enough.
talking with each other like on the side. It's like, go, we should go to this. I know we should go to this. I know. Really think we should go to this side. And you're just talking, and you see like you're there like for enough time that there are like some homeless people that just kind of like walk by you and go down the clean side. Sirocco, as this is happening, you hear coming down from the clean tunnel, just kind of echoing. You hear some growling and you hear some screams, sounding like screams for help.
Oh no.
Ileana, on your
So
side,
we gotta go help them?
Ileana, on your side, you hear it's almost like whispers. Just kind of you hear it's almost not cries for help, as if they were as if they needed someone, as if they were hoping to get attention, but rather they were more like wails, like cries,
like ghosts.
like ghosts, yes, on your side. And you hear, and you just the slight, you also hear like slight laughter, like crazy laughter.
Oh. Fun.
Oh man, the choices.
Like ghost, banshee, or gators attacking people.
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably not.
My vote doesn't count, so.
Yeah, your vote doesn't count because someone didn't decide to choose anything.
I didn't hear either of these, so I'm just waiting for.
Yeah.
I know, neither did.
Oh right, only 2 of us heard.
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Crap. Okay. Okay, characterize Sirocco would let everyone know what the heck is going on.
Would Ileana let everyone know what's going on?
I should probably just be like, there's some like ghost shrieks coming from that end of the tunnel. Sounds cool.
Sounds cool.
That is something. That is what Ileana would say.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
Not wrong.
Yeah, no. Okay, so we're gonna ignore that. So you know those giant gators? I think I can hear them.
I love a battle. I love to help people. All right, clean side it is then.
The ghosts.
I wonder
Also,
Don't you
if
want to
there's a
help the
way.
people?
what if this is a trap? Like,
They're both
Last
probably
time-
trapped.
They're both a trap.
Okay, let's stop talking. Let's just go down the clean.
oh.
Lead the way, Nizbim. Let's go.
Ghosts are way harder to fight than monsters.
Yeah.
I feel like we are not
Well-
prepared to fight any ghost yet. We
However,
have.
ghosts would probably have better loot. I will say that.
That is true. Also, it could not be ghosts. I mean, it could just be someone shrieking.
We could go half and half and really screw with Francis.
Yeah, we really could if we wanted to.
And ourselves.
Yeah, we want
Yeah.
to screw ourselves. I'm like, if we truly wanted to do that, though, like, I'm not like, we end up in the same place. Like Francis told us, like, we can split the party this like once, since we know we'll end up in the same spot if we trust each other not to die.
I don't know if I trust myself that much.
That's you guys. We really have to be smart about who goes to what side.
Oh, that's impossible.
I don't think we should split the party. He
I just feel like we'll
totally-
miss something.
That's a really good idea, Mark. I'm gonna.
That's her mom.
All right, Mark gets to make all the
I told
decisions.
you
He
they
gets to
have
tell
no
which side to
concept
go.
of it. I'm sorry.
At least it sounds like your mom agrees, though.
I say we go for the monster. If
Why
we're
can't-
really feeling it after the monster, we can double back and go and do the.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see if the whispers are still there, or if they followed us after into the monster.
No, we're
thing.
not making fun of you,
Okay,
Mom.
Yes, they are.
What do you think?
No, we love her.
They're making fun of you.
She can't hear you. Does Emily need to give you a lecture if I have microphones in it?
Okay, smart ass.
All of our parents are the same.
All right,
Love you.
let's go kill something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Clean
Let's go
side.
kill something.
Clean side?
Lane's gonna rush over.
Elaine's gonna rush over. Everyone,
Yep.
does everyone follow?
Well, Soroko wanted to go to the clean side originally, so yeah, she's gonna go.
Okie dokie. So everyone's rushing to the clean, I'm assuming.
You're gonna say something.
Yes.
Okay. So, you follow, so after Sorako telling you about the screams, you all kind of listen in a little bit, and you do hear the same, you hear kind of like, splashing of water, and you hear...
It's totally sewer gators.
and
Or
you
sewer slizzards.
screams of like, you hear like a male scream, and you hear a female scream, my child, please no! And you, and just hearing this, you all rush on over. You kind of run. Again, the sewer just kind of, as you run, you can kind of see the dust start to kick up a little bit from the bottom, and you can kind of see, and you can see there's as you're running that way, you see other people running towards you, like they're running away. And you can kind of jostle each other a little bit. One of you probably bumps one homeless person into the sewer. I don't know who.
Are we already in the sewer?
You're not in
No,
the
like,
sewer.
into the water.
Would.
You're like on the sides of the sewer, right? Because it's like kind of like a 10
Yeah, there's
foot.
like a walkway.
Yeah,
You guys
okay.
you guys seen Teenage Mutant
I
Ninja Turtles?
watched
Or
TV,
like
I get it.
Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
King and the Last Crusade. when
Yeah.
they're going around.
I'm like, he's gonna get it. He'll get there.
So you're all running, and you see in front of you, you see a male and a female homeless people. They're just covered in rags, just dirty brown rags, and they're kind of you can see their sleeves are kind of torn off. You can see the bottom of their robes, kind of. You can kind of see like the bottom. It's too long for them, so like they've stepped on it and it's kind of torn on that piece. You see stains on them from the sewers, and you see that they're surrounded by two mud tigers, or slizzards, as is commonly known. And you also see, and you can see as they approach, you can see the woman kind of look at you and make eye contact, and she points down the sewer. Right now they're kind of back into, and you can see, and she's pointing just out of your view, but she says, "Please help my son, please, he can't take a mud tiger all by himself." And I need you all to roll initiative.
Woo.
Out of curiosity, does anybody else have Spotify Premium?
Yes, I do.
I don't.
No.
Do you go ahead and can you see if you can play the music that I'm playing if you like hover over my name?
Oh, like the sure.
Click on his
I
name.
don't see anything.
Like click on the DM.
Yeah.
North Point Nocturne.
Let's see if I can connect Spotify.
Oh, you're playing stuff from the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. pretty good.
Francis.
1 sec, I have to connect my Spotify online real quick.
Love that game. How do you connect?
You have to connect your Spotify premium.
I'm
Oh, so it's
working
just
on it.
premium. It's not.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
I have free
If
premium
it's
because I work for Starbucks, so
Oh, nice.
What?
yeah, isn't it a cool thing?
That's awesome.
And like a really cool random bonus thing, they give you free Spotify.
It's a music streaming service.
So, for Sean who doesn't have Spotify, is it that like bum, ba-da-dum?
Basically. Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry,
that one
the bar isn't working right now.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
still
working
trying
on
to figure
it.
stuff out. All right. While that is happening, can I get what's it called?
Initiative?
Yeah, can I get in? Let's have marching order first. I don't know. So there's.
I ran in first.
You ran in first.
I
Okay.
was behind her.
Are you behind her? Because it's 10 feet, so you can go 2 by 2.
Oh,
Together.
Okay, cool. I'll be behind them, I suppose.
Yeah, me too. I'm at the front.
You're in the front because Elaine and Nisbim are.
Yeah, but I'm behind them.
Okay, and then it's Aaron.
Okay, cool.
And Sirocco,
Okay.
and Feynar and Ileana, you're in the back, and Sally's in the back. Or where's Sally? Sally in the very front.
No, he's in the back.
Okay, Sally's in the back. Feynar and Ileana in the back. Okay. All right. Initiative order. I need. Can I have 20 plus?
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Oh.
It's 23.
Can I have 15 to 20?
16.
19.
15.
You say 15, Ileana,
Yeah.
and 16 for Nisbim.
See.
15 to 10?
10.
I got 10.
I have 11.
11 for Sally. Who has the? I'll have you go. Who has the greater dexterity?
Weird.
I got +4.
It's definitely you.
Yep.
Uh,
Did you hear me?
yeah, Aaron, what
Yeah.
do you have?
+2.
Okay, yeah. Alrighty. So that's everybody. Yay!
Yay.
We're all above 10.
Wow, that's rare.
Whoa, that never happened.
Okie dokie. Let me get you a map, and I will. Aaron is your name, and I will. Let's do this thing. Let's play some D&D.
Do this thing.
I'm like, give me a map. I do love the wizard emoji.
I know, it's great, right?
Like, it's quite fun.
I realized if you right click on it, you can open image and new tab. And I was
Yeah.
able to copy it.
Okie dokie. First up
So everyone
is
can see it.
Sirocco.
Yeah. For the first time and possibly ever.
You got a high dex mod.
I have an okay. What is your
It's more of a
dad?
challenge.
He's been like playing solitaire, but he just realized he was using a pinochle deck, and he was like, "No wonder I can't win."
Oh my god.
Don't look at that map.
Challenge.
That's wrong.
Okay.
It's
I
wrong?
was gonna be like, wow, we're very far away from some things.
More of a challenge this week.
No.
Damn it.
So, Francis, I'm seeing
Yes.
symbols here. I'm assuming the things in the water are the mud tigers.
Yes, the Mud Tigers.
What are the things on the pathways?
Sorry, give me a moment. I'm pasting.
Wait,
He
what
said,
are
"Don't
you
look at
looking
that
at?
map." He said, "Don't look at that map."
There's a new map.
Oh,
Yeah.
There it
I
is.
didn't even see the other map.
All right. What's the one on that far pathway?
On the bottom
person?
are the two beggars. Are the one of them is a female who was pointing at a child, and the other one is another beggar who's being. Those two are surrounded by two mud tigers, and then two mud tigers are on their kind of like they're looking straight at the child who's also cornered.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Mhm.
What is your dad whispering about the mug tigers?
He was pointing out where they were.
Okay. You just never
Wait,
know
what-
whether or not that's prime comedy or if he just has a
What's
question.
the Awesomar?
What?
Is that an Awesomar?
No, it's a tiefling. It's a tiefling
Oh.
child in rags.
No, the one on the bottom left.
In the bottom left? Oh, that's just a beggar. She has like
Okay.
let me get up the picture. I actually don't know. She's like carrying like a bundle of sticks on the back. On her back.
Oh, okay.
Because who doesn't always need sticks?
Yeah. Don't you always need sticks? I always need sticks. Okay, Soraka, you are up first.
Cool. Let's see. I can hear my mom singing in the background. Okay. Give me a second.
Elaine, you're on
Hey,
deck.
Mom. You're singing.
What?
You're singing out
Oh,
loud.
sorry.
Just letting you know. Everyone can hear you. I didn't know that's what you wanted. She goes right back to singing out loud again. Okay. Hey, Francis.
Yes.
Would it be possible for me to cast Shocking Grasp, but like to put my hand in like the water and try to like electrocute them that way?
I don't think that's gonna work.
I will
Dad's face.
make it, but you can do that, but you can I'll allow it. But what you have to do is you have to go towards the water, put your hand in, make it's an attack roll, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Oh man. Okay.
So I'm just you just
Mom, stop shaking the table. It's not funny.
she's gonna shake it like, oh, I got a nat 20, and then she shakes and oh, it's a 2.
Earthquake.
Yeah, no, she doesn't understand what she's doing.
So
She just thinks she's
Soraka
being funny.
just taking all this in, just seeing the mud tigers, and she just says, ah, and she's just groaning, and she puts her hand in the sewer, and she's gonna cast Shocking Grasp. Yeah, you.
Okay. So it was with disadvantage. I mean,
Yes,
it's
with
not.
disadvantage.
It's not bad. It's still like a 15.
15 hits. I need to roll a d4.
I need to roll a d4.
You need to roll
Or
a
you
D4.
do? I do.
You do.
I can't believe I freaking got this. Is it only a single d4?
Yes, just a single d4.
But I get 2d8.
2d4 then.
I'm like, that's like bull crap for something.
You're
that's
not using the
supposed
spell the way it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah,
I know, I get it. Like, it's only 4 points of damage, but I'm just like, oh, in real
Okay.
life it would work.
Aren't they also resistant to like electrical type?
Are they?
Well, they can shock us.
So as this has, so you begrudgingly put your hand in, and you go and you call upon your genie ancestors, and you can, and everyone else, you can kind of see like electric shocks start like from her shoulder and just kind of make their way down her arm, down her elbow, on her hand into the water, and you can see the electricity jump out and shoot and light up the sewer. Even though this obviously isn't pure water, this is a sewer. This is like gross, used, dirty water.
Yeah.
But even so, it's able. You can see that the electricity is able to jump around, and you can see the mud tigers, the schlizzards, just kind of you can see the electricity jump to them, and they go kind of ah! They let out a growl of pain after your 4 points of damage, and you can see that now they're a little bit hesitant, so they won't be able to take reactions.
Hmm. It works. It works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is the Schlizzard's turn.
Oh shit!
So, being attacked. Let's see. Okay. Being attacked, they all immediately turn attention towards your party. The two of them. Yeah, 3 of them turn their attention towards your party. So they're gonna go ahead and swimmity. Oh, did you move? Sorry, Soraka, did you move?
No, I'm gonna stay.
Okay. And they're gonna get pretty close to you. They're gonna stay in the water, but they're gonna. So the 2 of them that are closer to the mother and father are going to swim your way. They're not going to be completely. They're going to be about 10 feet away from all of you, or at least from.
Where did I see that?
Nisbim and Elaine. And I need you 2 to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Just so you guys know, there's someone smoking like a ton of weed right outside my window.
Dank.
Nice.
Close your window.
Congratulations.
It's closed. It's
Oh god.
still poking.
Oh, to live in a weed legal state, isn't it great?
I got a 12.
I got a 17.
Okay. Both of you, you see. Oh. Sorry. I need Sirocco, Aaron, Feanaro, and Ileana to also make saving throws. It has a 10-foot burst radius. LOL.
A dex?
Yes. Dexterity saving throws.
9.
Everyone
That's a
except
9.
Sally, basically. Okay. Sirocco?
Okay, I got a 19. Sorry, they're talking about stuff.
Okay. Feanaro and Ileana?
At 21.
Okay. Ileana?
At 17.
17. Okay, so all of you except Aaron save. You see this? That you can see like they open their mouths and this kind of like electric ball starts to form in their mouth, and you can hear it crackle, and it shoots out, and it lands around Aaron and Nisbim, both of those, and it just kind of shoots and it kind of explodes with the 10-foot radius, both of them. Most of you are able to like brace yourself as seeing this electric ball just kind of explode, except for Aaron, being a water creature. You were like, oh, what's this? I've never seen electricity in my life.
Not even electric eels.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's going to be 10. So Aaron take 11 points of damage. Everyone else take 5 points of lightning damage.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, I didn't need that to happen.
All right. So the other 2, one of them gets up and starts running towards you. So that means their action to dash. They are now a little bit closer, but they aren't within attacking range. But the other one is firmly. They just shrugged off the your electrical, your little sewer little electricity kind of thing, Sirocco, and it makes its way towards the child and now has them cornered. It's gonna go and no, that's it. It's just with it. It just gets just out of range, so it isn't able to do anything. And that is going to end their turn.
New map?
Thank you.
Next up is Elaine. Nisbim, you're on deck.
Yeah, I don't know if this is smart or not, but
You don't know. No.
it's probably real dumb. I'm gonna go after the one that's on the path.
Okay.
With my morning star.
All right. They're just going to step up one.
Swing.
And swing it.
Man, that's just gonna miss. 5 plus 7 is 12.
12 misses. You go ahead and you take out
Yeah.
your morning star and you take a swing. But it just kind of you hit it, you hit the mud tiger, and it just kind of clunk, and the mud tiger just kind of growls. Doesn't look
Okay,
particularly
next
phased.
attack.
All right.
8 plus 7. So
15.
okay, 15.
15 just hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Woo! Where'd my... Oh, there it is. Yeah! Thanks, Dan. 14 damage.
What?
I got 14 damage.
14 damage. So you go ahead and you take the morning star, and this time you get another swing. Same. This time, some of its scales just kind of chip off, and it growls in pain at you. Ah! Or whatever mud tigers make.
Nice.
All right.
Ooh, should I bind it or should I make it suffer?
How do you want to play your character?
I know, it's tough.
Katrina, you know you want to cause it pain. Just do it.
Okay, suffering. I'm going to use my blood crystal suffering.
Yep.
Don't try and this isn't a judgment on your real character. This is you playing a freaking blood mage. Like, come on.
Okay, and I'm gonna amplify it, and I gotta look up what damage I take. But that's my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Are you going to move, or are you going to stay in front of that mud tiger?
I'm gonna stay there.
All right. Nisbim, you're up. Ileana, you're on.
Okay. Nisbim is gonna touch his amulet of Misty Step and hop over to the other path.
Sure.
To the other side. He's gonna use all his movement to get kind of in the middle there.
How much is your move speed?
I have 35 movement plus the 30 from Amulet of Misty Step.
Okay.
So
35. So you're kind of like in the middle of the sewer then.
Yes, and then he pulls out his wand of switcheroo and he points it at the tiefling boy.
Okay, sounds good.
Make a switch.
Oh, that's good.
Do you have to make a attack roll? How does that work?
It's the. Let me pull it up. If the creature is willing, it does so automatically. If it's unwilling, I think it's a Constitution saving throw. Let me pull it up. It's been a while. I didn't think this would be useful, so I didn't write it down. All right. If it is unwilling, it must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw to resist.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you just gonna pull it out without any warning, or?
I'll yell at the kid. Say, "Hey, kid, you're gonna switch with me, okay?"
Make a persuasion.
Let the magic happen.
Make a persuasion check.
Great. That's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay. So he just kind of looks at you wide-eyed, and he's like, he just starts shaking his head. All right. So he's gonna have to make a save on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
I doubt he'll make it.
That is a nat 1.
Heck yeah!
All right, so you go ahead and you take out your wand of switcheroo, and you just point it at the tiefling boy. He's like, even though he shakes his head, you're just like, oh well, and you throw it, and you can kind of see, just kind of, you can kind of see like sparkles come out of it. Like it's not really going towards him; it's just kind of like sparkling, and it starts to surround you, Nisbim. And then you can see that the sparkles kind of slowly make their way over to the tiefling boy, and it surrounds him. And with a snap, you two are switched.
Excellent.
All right. Let me get the map up.
I'm glad that came in handy. I didn't think it would ever work.
All right. Is that your turn, Nisbim?
That is all my actions and movement.
All right. Ileana, you are up. Selly, you are on deck.
Okay, can I cast Ray of Frost at I cast it at the one that's next to Elaine, like directly in front of her. Will that hit her?
Yeah, that won't hit Elaine. You're
Okay, never mind. Can I hit the one that's like right of her?
Oh no, you
Or
can
will
hit both
that
of
hit-
those. You can hit both of those.
Okay, but it won't hit like anyone else, right?
Let me just double check. It is just that's fine.
Mom.
Okay. Then I'll just cast the one in front of Elaine.
Okay. Go ahead, and I believe it's an attack.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yep, make your roll that d20 plus your
7.
7 plus
18. Does that hit?
18 does hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
I guess that would technically be like a 35. No, 25. God, I cannot. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That hits.
On a hit, it takes 1d8. Okay.
So 2d8 because you're level 7.
I'm level 7. Oh wait.
Yeah, so you
I
roll
didn't know the
2d8.
cantrip thingy went up. Oh, okay, cool. Are you
Go
sure
roll
though? 'Cause it's-
2d8. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
it says
sure.
right there.
Roll 2d8.
Okay. I'm just very out of it right now.
All good. Sully, you are on deck.
At the 8. Yes, you are the 8. Okay. And 13.
13. So you go ahead and seeing these mud tigers, you just kind of chant to yourself and start. You put your hands and you kind of like and you put your hand out and you kind of start drawing something with your finger. And as that happens, you can kind of see like a small ball of ice just start to formulate within your hand. You can your hand starts to feel cold, and everyone else around you starts to feel that same cold coming from your hand. And you just kind of like Iron Man, just kind of pointed at the mud tiger, and the Way of Frost just shoots out this beam of blue and white light, streaks towards the mud tiger, missing Elaine just by a hair. And you can kind of see, and it hits it right on its left shoulder, and it growls. And you can kind of see this ice start to form on its left shoulder and kind of make its way down towards its left web foot. Anyway, it starts coming down. You can kind of see that its movement is a little bit impaired from that.
You said it hit it on its shoulder?
Yes. How much was that? 14?
13.
13.
Yeah. Ileana tries to be funny and she says, "Stop giving me the cold shoulder."
And as you do that, you can kind of see that when it hit its left shoulder, you can kind of see that like a lot of its scales start to break off. Like that whole left side, like it hit the shoulder, but it also kept going on its left side. You kind of see like it's like left side is basically now very unprotected and start really bleeding. It's looking pretty rough.
Ice.
Super rough. You mean ice?
Ice.
All right.
You see that makes me-
All right.
That's it.
Is that your turn, Eliana? Are you gonna stay there?
She's just
Yeah.
gonna chill there.
All right,
Literally
Sally.
chill.
Literally chill. Sally, you are
okay.
up.
Okay, so the one in the water,
Yes.
I'll attack that one. It's up front.
All right. So you're just
Sacred
gonna.
flame.
Are you gonna move, or are you just gonna stay there? A secret
No, I'm
flame?
gonna stay there.
Sure. Yep. Sounds good. Go. Dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
It's a speedy little tiger.
It is. So you just kind of. So you start incanting, and the little ball of flame starts to appear above the mud tiger. And the mud tiger is able to notice that, just kind of swiggles its way out before the sacred flame just comes down onto it.
Man.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Feynar, you're up. Aaron, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna cast my Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
On
On which one?
the one that's closest to us.
The one that's in front of Elena, or the one that's in the...
The one that's in the water.
Okay. Sounds good. All
Gonna-
right.
Gonna shoot 2 arrows.
Shoot 2 arrows. Aaron, you're on deck.
17 and 16.
Both of those hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
And 6. First one is 17.
Okay.
The other is 14.
14. All right, you go ahead and you take out your arrows. You, first of all, you kind of chant some arcane words to yourself. And you can see as that's happening, you can see the mud tiger in the water just kind of look at you. And it almost, you can, even though like it doesn't have eyes, you can kind of see, you can like know that you can see it just kind of fear you, as if it knows that you've done something to it, that it is in danger. And as that's happening, you take out your bring it back. Pew! 2 arrows. Bam! Bam! Right into it. In between the scales, and it's just, and both of them just hit it right on the side, piercing it super deep. And just as the mud tiger wants to retaliate and like make a move towards you, it falls into the sewer unconscious. So that one's dead.
I'll just say, well, that was easy.
I cannot believe.
All right, is that your turn, Fenaro?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Okie dokie. Aaron, you're up. Soraka, you are on deck.
Do you have an updated map?
Just sent it.
Thanks.
Just sent it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna click the boots. 10.
Okay, click your boots. Click, click.
Click.
Okay, I'm just gonna go straight to
Please
the
like
left
him. There's no
of the
place like
tiefling
him.
child, and I'm gonna stand to the left of the tiefling child.
Okay, what's your speed again?
It'll double it, so it's 30, so this will make it 60.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yep, you're right next to the tiefling child.
And I'm going to ready, can I ready both my attacks? Or can I only ready one?
We're going to say that you ready your action, which would be 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I actually thought about this this week. I'm like, wow, what happens? And I don't think we're gonna say that you can ready your action. So
Okay.
yeah, you get 2 attacks.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's a good ruling, I think.
Okay.
You're just ready your Triton. You click your boots, tick tick, and you feed on over, and you get next to the tiefling boy. Just get a ready stance with your Triton out.
And what's your trigger?
My trigger will be the mud tiger coming
If the
towards
mud tiger
the boy.
attacks. Okay. Sounds good. All right, that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Next up is Sirocco. Oh, sorry, not Sirocco. Next up are the peasants. So the mother, the father is just going to, the mother is going to say, "My baby!" And she's going to run over she's going to attempt to run over to the tiefling boy. Speed of 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she is 30, 45, 50. So she gets right next to the tiefling boy. The dad is going to say, "Oh," and he's just, but he doesn't feel safe, so he's just going to take the dodge action. And the same, the tiefling boy is going to do nothing because he, what the hell is, panic.
You just got teleported.
Basically. Alright, so the map looks like this now. Alright. Next up, now it's Sirocco's turn.
Okay, cool. I think I'm going to.
Elaine, you're on deck.
Well, I want to use Elaine, and I think I'm going because that's Elaine, right? Who's next to the closest one to me.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to use Elaine to use this to sneak attack.
Go ahead, sneak attack.
What?
Did someone sneeze? I said bless you.
No.
Oh, thank
No.
you.
I thought someone sneezed. So I said bless
I'm
you.
like, I don't know. What's my attack bonus? I always forget. 16.
16 hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Cool. This always takes me a sec, so I always forget which dice. Right, I get an extra 3d6. 1 second, doing math. Okay. 19.
19. So with that, with your short sword?
Yeah.
So you take out your short sword, seeing the very nice, clean flesh of the mud tiger, which Elaine has, which Ileana has very nicely ice burned off of it. Yeah, burned the scales off and exposed. You see this opportunity with Elaine right in front, taking the mud tiger's attention. You take out this opportunity, take your short sword out, sprint up towards it, and just kind of like get your short sword and just kind of like just horizontally just cut across the mud tiger in half. And as you happens, you just bring it along, and its blood, its gut starts spilling out of it, and it falls to its death. All right, cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Well, let's hang out next to Elaine.
All right. Next up, it's the mud tiger's turn. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna go ahead and try to take a bite out of the mother. It's gonna run over towards the The one next to
No.
Nisbim.
Dang it.
And it's going to go ahead and it's going to try and take a bite out of it. Yeah, bite. That's a 17, which is going to hit. And yeah, it just takes a bite out of the mother. And the mother just, like, it takes a bite out of the mother's arm, takes it off. And the mother just screams in pain and falls unconscious.
Great.
The other mud tiger is gonna. It's gonna come towards you. Yeah, it's gonna go towards 5, 10, 15, 20. Towards you, Sirocco, and Elaine, just diagonally from Sirocco. And try to take a bite out of you, Sirocco. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh yeah, no.
So you're able to. So you see the mud tiger just kind of just kind of slither its way out of the sewer onto the. And it gets its fins or its feet onto the sewer walkway, and it jumps out at you, Sirocco, and you're able to just dodge out of the way of just sidestep out of the way of the jumping mud tiger. And that is it. Let me see. I can do this.
Does that attack trigger Aaron?
No, it's too far away from you. It's on the other side.
Yeah. God damn it.
I like the thought, but it's on the other side. Sorry, Aaron.
God damn it.
Yeah, I should have been more careful about where I placed this boy.
Boy. All right, Elaine, you're up. Nisbim, you're on.
So obviously I'm gonna go after the one that's right in front of me.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
It just comes to me. I don't even have to try. That's definitely gonna hit. That is a 26.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
8 damage.
8 damage. So you go ahead and just take out your Morningstar and bonk it on the head. And you can, again, as you bonk on its head, you can kind of see scales chip off and fly off from your impact. It's looking a little dizzy, looking a little bloodied, but it is still standing.
Cool. Second hit. That's a 22.
That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
13.
13. With that, you with it kind of wobbling a bit, this time you side and just hit it right on its jaw, coming from right to left. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay. You can just boom right on its jaw, and it just, you can kind of see some teeth kind of fly out, and it kind of stumbles through it almost into the sewer, but it catches itself and is barely standing up.
Nice.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Next up is Nisbim. Ileana, you're on
Alrighty.
deck.
Nisbim, bonus action, enters into his rage.
Rage!
Angry that the mud tiger didn't get him. And he's going to go run up to that one and recklessly attack twice.
Ooh!
So that's a nat 20
Woo!
and a 19
Hey, boy.
plus,
Yeah.
19 plus a lot.
Yeah,
So we'll say that both those hit.
Nat 20. Way to go, bro.
20. So yeah, roll that 1 damage dice, and then yeah, you know how it works.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that first hit is going to be the crit. It's going to be There's going to be 24 points of damage with that one hit.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And then the other hit is going to be 12 points of damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this? Describe to me how you
Yes, it is.
absolutely demolished this mud tiger.
Oh man, how do we do this? Probably Mizum comes in and wafts it like horizontally down to the kind of knocks it over a little bit with that crit, and then brings his axe over his head and down vertically into it.
And are you decapitating it, or is it like straight
No,
on
just burying Hugh
just
into
burning
its
it
flesh.
down?
Yeah.
So you kind of like knock it, and it just kind of like looks around like unexpecting by this barbarian, just completely ignored. Probably shouldn't have ignored it. And you just bring the axe down on it. Boom! And as you do that, the scales fly off as your impact was so hard that when you bring it down, the whole mud tiger just flops to the ground, and you just bury the axe. You bury you deep into it. Almost like the whole axe is inside of it, is how much power you got onto it. But yeah, that one's definitely dead. And is that your turn, Tisbin?
Yeah, it's Nizum's turn. I think it's a good turn.
Ileana, you are up.
Can I cast Chill Touch on the one that's in front of Elaine?
Yeah, go ahead and make that attack roll.
Oh, okay. 22. I think.
What did you say?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, that
22.
hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay, and then it was 8. Okay. Oh, there you are. That is a 14.
14. So with the 14, again, you kind of incant to yourself some arcane words, and again, the ball of frost starts to form in your hand. You Iron Man it. The blue and white beam of light swerves right between Elaine and Sirocco, and it kind of like hits the just barely standing mud tiger. It kind of comes at its side, and with that, it just kind of with so much power, and it just kind of shoots like into its cheek and out of its right eyeball, just kind of like skewering it, and you can kind of see the blood kind of like come out of it and then suddenly freeze on the ray of frost. And as you end your spell, you can kind of see kind of like an explosion, kind of like you can kind of see like the icicle just kind of sticking out of the mud tiger with its frozen blood and guts on it, and it just kind of stands there before just flopping to the ground dead.
Love it.
All right. And those mud tigers are all gone. Is there anything you guys want to do now?
Yeah.
We should probably help the mom.
Wait, we wave over to Sully. Sully! We're here!
You gotta go
Well,
tell
actually-
the mom she got bit.
Okay.
All right, so you just go ahead. I'm assuming you just heal her up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and you heal her up. Luckily, that wasn't a deathly blow. She wasn't that. She was just.
How much damage? I mean, you could just do the preserve life thing.
No, not spare the dying. You can like it would to heal her up. Actually, he would have to cast a spell, but just a personal.
No, I mean his channel divinity, one of them or whatever. It's preserve life, and he can just use his holy symbol and heal people up to a certain point.
Oh yeah, up to half, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So you just go ahead. You bring out your holy symbol, which is yet to be. You know what it's gonna be. I don't care, Sally. Sally. You bring out like this like this green mushroom. You take it out, and you just kind of start to and can't and you just kind of lay it on the dying beggar, and you say, "1 up."
Oh my god.
And you kind of see the light green, the health bar green, kind of give her glow around her.
I mean, that's his color.
As she kind of starts to slowly.
So great.
And we're in a sewer, you guys.
Perfect.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there it is.
So she awakes. She still has 1 arm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But she's not dead. Take it while you can.
I'm assuming
she lost her arm? Her arm got bitten off?
Yeah, the mud tiger.
I thought just like a chunk of her like side got bitten off.
No, the mud tiger just like took her whole arm off.
Well, guys, this means this person has to be my new favorite character.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Francis, I'm gonna ask you everything about this after.
Okay. And you can see the boy kind of cowering, just like he's kind of still in shock. He's just like, what? Like, and the dad is also in shock, but he's just like, he goes over to you, Elaine and Sirocco, and he says, wait up, give me a moment.
How is this character going to sound? Francis is figuring it out.
When your party has a conversation about voices.
Thank you for saving our lives. And he starts like collapses like on his knees and just starts like holding your hand as Sirocco. Your hand, Sirocco, like he like claps like one of them in both of his hands, like just like thanking you profusely.
Oh god.
Feynara, Ileana, Selly's over mother and the child. You guys doing anything? Did you want to do anything? You just kind of interacting with anybody. I just wondered if you like went up to someone, or you just kind of like chilling in the back.
Oh. No, I think Ileana's just kind of chilling, seeing what's going on.
Okay. Same with Feynara?
Yeah, I kind of walked toward the mother and just looked at the missing arm and just kind of nodded and kind of slowly walked away.
All right.
Nisbim looks at the mother and says, "You're a brave warrior, and now you bear the scars of battle. Be proud."
Oh my god.
I really
hope you said that in character.
I cannot thank you so much for saving my child, my boy. Thank you. Thank you. And she again starts, she can kind of see she's wincing in pain, and she's kind of like covering up her non-existent right arm. She's just kind of like holding it, just trying to keep, trying to stop the bleeding. But she just like nods to Aaron and Nisbim, and I guess Feynara, but Feynara just kind of he's just kind of standing there like, yeah, okay. But she gives you each a nod, and she's thank you very much. And the boy, if you can see, he's kind of scared. He's still scared by what exactly has happened, but he goes up to him. He just kind of silently like brushes up to his mom, who puts her arm around him and just holds him closely, just very happy that they're both alive right now.
Yeah, okay, you're welcome for saving your lives, but you really should get out of here. And we have things to do, so Elaine's gonna keep walking. Actually, she's gonna go over to Ileana and say like, so on like a scale of 1 to 10, how creepy were the voices?
What?
Were the ghost voices from the other side?
Asking like how creepy they were?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded pretty creepy. I mean, anyone whispering's kind of creepy, but it sounded cool. I don't know if they're like people that were wailing for help or I don't know.
They're
It
dead.
just sounded weird.
Nisbin
Oh no,
turns to
they're
the-
not ready for round 2.
Nisbin
And,
turns to the
like-
mother. Nisbin turns to the mother and says, "Hey, what's down that other passageway?"
Oh well, we don't exactly go that way, but that is kind of that is where how you say the people who have not a full mind. That is
Oh.
where that is where they have made their home.
The crazies, I see.
Yes, they say horrible, unintelligible things, but and I know this is the path that most of us take, and we try to stay away from them whenever we can, just in case one of them decides to go feral and attack us.
Fun. Alrighty. Well, by the way, why do you use the sewers? Because as you probably now very familiar, this seems a bit dangerous down here.
Yes, it is very dangerous, but we got word from a very nice lady. Her name is Ariella. She decided to. She told us about this place where we could have sought refuge. That was down the sewers. That is where we were heading, and we were hoping that we would get there unscathed. But unfortunately, as you saw, we were cornered. And if it was not for you and your party, we would not. And she starts weeping. You can see again. She holds her child a little bit closer. And she's just crying tears of joy just for being alive.
Well, you can thank the Ambassadors of Weymill.
Oh, thank you, ambassadors. Thank you. And you can kind of see the child who he was kind of just like before he was just very happy to be in his mother's arm rather.
Wow.
But now, now that he's thanking, you can kind of see he kind of has this look of admiration for you. He's looking at you, Nisbim and Aaron, especially you, Aaron, because you have a sick trident, and he's very interested by that.
I do have a sick trident.
Nisbin pats the boy on the head and says, "You were very brave."
Is the boy taller than him though?
How tall are you, Nisbim?
Jump up.
Like 3 feet.
He's like
He could be sitting on the ground.
he's like 7 years old.
Okay. So
I don't know how tall 7-year-olds
So
are.
a foot taller than this big?
Are 7-year-olds that tall?
7-year-olds aren't 4 feet tall.
How tall is a 7-year-old?
Google.
On average, isn't he a tiefling child?
Oh, he is 4 foot. Shoot. Okay. Well, you know what?
All right.
The tiefling is like sitting, so like he's like sitting. So
I can
like-
reach up. I can reach up, or I can
they're sitting. They're like
cheek or something.
they're like sitting, and like crisscross apple. They're like sitting down. So you're able to pat him on the head.
Okay.
Don't worry, Nisbin.
You're very brave. Did you like that little switcheroo trick I did with you?
Oh god.
He says, he says, oh shoot, damn it. Okay. He says, "Are you part of the Violet Knights?"
No. No, we're part of a faraway land from Weymill.
We're suddenly not cool anymore.
I only know of the Violet Knights who are able to do magic. And you have wand and the magical abilities.
Wait,
and
you
can see
think?
his
Hold on.
I don't know if I have the magical abilities myself.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying in this entire would you count this as a city, Francis?
Yeah, it's a city.
Yeah. So you're saying this entire city, the only people who can do magic in it are the Violet Knights.
I wouldn't say all of them, but most of them are either part of the Violet Knights or the House of Lucille. Anyone who does magic will normally seem to be put into the house as a knight.
Fun.
We're from out of town.
He just kind of gives you a nod. Still with wide eyes.
Well,
Elaine and Soraka again as the dad. Again, he's very much thanking you, still on his knees, and he says, "We were seeking refuge. Would you like to come with us?"
Refuge what?
Didn't we just come from where they're going?
No. Yes. No. Wait. Where are you seeking refuge? Why are you seeking refuge?
There is a hideout that Ariella, the leader of the revolutionaries, was offering to us peasants, and we were hoping that is where we were heading.
Oh yeah, no, we just came from there actually.
Oh no, not the one on the steps. Correct? Is that the one you were talking about?
Yes.
There is one underneath the Etiennette district, or the Eastmer village, where the rich people are, where the Southsiders live. That is the hideout to where we were going.
What are they running from?
As you say this, the child looks up at you. We were just running. We weren't running. We just wanted to be safe. And the mother again holds the child again a little bit closer with her arm, and she says, "Yes, we were with all of the rumors of all the murders that are going on. We wanted to find refuge, and we found that Ariella has the hideout, which would give us safety."
All right. Well, I don't see. Be safe. And next time you see a monster like that, run and stay together.
Yes. Thank you. We hopefully we won't encounter any more mud tigers. Yes.
Guys, I don't see a reason to go down the Hall of the Crazies.
Nope. No. Let's just get the king talk over with.
Yeah. Let's move things over because we've been gone probably noticeably long.
Okay, so you kind of walk out with the family actually for a bit, and then they kind of head off. Make your way forward. Again on the main sewer line. You get to one of the. You see that there is a man. He is. He actually looks like it's the same person who handed you the note back at the hotel. Looks like
that gnome.
yes, the gnome was waiting for you under the sewers, and they just kind of nod at you and kind of point up towards the ladder, up to the sewer, up out of the sewers. And as you climb out, you notice that you're pretty close to where you were staying the night. So back around Eastmore Village, I believe.
I turn to the gnome and ask, "Hey, is there a place we can shower? Freshen up."
He just kind of nod. They kind of nod and just kind of say, "You're free to use the showers in the hotel and the inn."
I say shakabra and gnomish.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He said Shakabra back in Gnomish.
I do sleep deprived for this.
All right.
All right, so we go up, out.
So yeah, I'm assuming you go out, you go or the inn. Clean yourselves off a bit. By this time, I'm gonna say it's like 2, 3-ish.
Okay.
And you just as you all cleaned up, I'm assuming you just start making your way towards the camp.
Yeah. But first, guys, what's our story? Where were we?
We didn't want to meet him.
No,
No, Aaron, no. Aaron, you're not allowed to talk.
Aaron rolls their eyes.
No, Aaron, you're gonna stay in the middle of the group behind us, and then someone's gonna be behind you, so you can't go do anything and you can't talk to anyone. You're gonna stand there, you're gonna be quiet, and you're gonna let other people talk.
So I have a thought. So that whole explosion thing, let's just say we went to investigate that as well, but then we got separated, and then we got lost in the city. And it took us a while to find our way back. And somehow nobody found us. We're just
Except for the guards that were killed.
That wasn't us.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, this is why you don't talk. You know, talkie.
Now there is that whole incident where Aaron dragged me into the river.
Yes.
I feel like a Triton dragging a gnome into the water is kind of unusual.
Seems pretty usual to me.
No.
Aaron.
You never met a gnome before you met me.
Yeah, swimming is normal.
No, it's
that
not.
was not swimming.
That was not swimming. No, listen. You don't understand what's going on. We don't understand what's going on, but we know how to have a filter. Aaron, you know, there's this cool thing called having a filter, like having pre-thought and having, like, you know, judgment before
Aaron,
you say things.
Aaron,
and you don't have
understand
that.
how royalty works? Do you understand how royalty works?
Yes.
Do you understand? Or I don't know how it works in the sea royalty, but land royalty, we try not to piss off the regal peoples.
Nobles.
Aaron just glares.
Should we just leave
I'll
them
be
here
quiet,
and then come back and
okay?
get them later?
I'll be quiet.
Okay. All right. Good. So our story is We went out to investigate that explosion. Got separated and lost because we're not familiar with the city. Eventually made our way back. That's her story. All right?
They're not going to believe us.
Well, do you have any better ideas to make this more convincing?
No. Who has the highest deception score?
Probably you. I shouldn't say anything.
Who has the highest deception / persuasion score? Probably deception. That's who should say it.
Who has the highest charisma modifier?
Also that.
Because that's what affects the persuasion thing.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to count it as persuasion or deception. Because, like, it's a total lie. So
Sally only has +2, and like I only have +1.
I'm like, for persuasion, I only have +1, but deception, I have +4.
You might be the one to say it then.
Yeah.
Sayonara, I think, is doing great on deception.
No.
No.
For anyone who's not looking at all the character sheets, he has a -1.
Oh my god.
You have a -1.
I got a +0.
God.
So, Sirocco, I think it's up to you.
I have +2.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
All right, so you all make your way, approaching the castle again, kind of on its hillside.
We're all clean, right?
You're all clean. You all
Okay.
bathe. So you get there, and as soon as you start approaching the castle, all of a sudden you start to be flanked and surrounded by a couple of city guards with the blue armor on. They surround you. What do you do? Do you just let them do that?
Yes.
Is that all right?
Yeah, no,
I'm
we're
like,
just
yeah.
walking.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so they just let you do that. They just surround you. And you see Maz eventually kind of split the circle and approach you and say, "Oh, good. I was worried that you wouldn't come out. Apologies for that disruption. Shall we? I'm glad that you made your way to the castle. Shall we go contact the king? I'm sure he has quite a lot to say."
Yes.
And he starts walking starts leading the party, and he takes like 2 or 3 steps, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners?" He goes up to you, Aaron, and he puts his hand behind his back, and when he pulls it back out, there's a single rose, and he says,
Oh no. Oh no.
Well,
Listen, you
one.
did dig this ditch yourself here.
Did you say that to Maz?
What?
Was that Soraka too? Was that Soraka or was that Emily?
Pretty sure that was
Oh no, that was Emily.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron eats the rose.
As you do that, he says, "Yes, this is the finest rose that has to offer. I hope it is to your tastes."
Oh my god.
And he says, "If you would like, perhaps we can travel again together sometime and visit the gardens."
Sorry, I'm busy.
Forever. Busy forever.
He just kind of, well, it is an open invitation.
That I was in character.
He turns back and he leads you, again through the castle. Again, you see the two large doors with carvings and whatnot. As Maz enters first, and you are surrounded by a good amount of soldiers. And eventually allows you and kind of puts an arm out, asking you to come inside.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we have to go.
All right.
Ileana grabs a bone out of her pocket and just starts fiddling with it.
Mazza says, are you just doing it plainly?
What?
Are you just doing it just kind of out in the open? Like you aren't even trying to be sneaky about this. It's kind of like,
Oh no, she's not trying to be sneaky. She just wanted to play with the bone that she found.
So as soon as you do that, the knights all surrounding you all of a sudden take out their swords and point it at you, Ileana. Mas says, I would suggest that you keep the bone playing at to a minimum. Yes.
I glare at him.
He glares back. He doesn't glare back. He gives you a Tim smile.
No! 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 Not the Tim smile!
Oh, Francis, that was brilliant.
Oh my god.
Why would you do that?
He's just smiling at you.
Mm-hmm.
You put your bone away.
No, I just lower it.
Okay.
So it's still like in my hand, but yeah.
I really would recommend that you not make any sudden movements with your bone.
Okay.
All right. So you all enter. In there is just the king, King Saires, again on his throne. Queen Nora does not appear to be in the throne room currently. And there is kneeling, again, kind of like on your left side, is the Dragonborn. So you just all enter, and the king greets you, and he says, well, hello, ambassadors. I apologize it has taken us so long for us to meet today. As I'm sure you are aware, the city was attacked. The night of the House of Lucille, Maz Wolam was supposed to escort you, and he kind of gives a glare at Maz, who is just standing, again, kind of in line with you all. But he doesn't seem phased. He appears to just give a smile back to him. But he said, and after, and the Cyrus again turns your attention back to all of you. But as expected, he decided to do what he could to keep the city safe and did his duties. Although it appears that in leaving you, that might have caused a bit more trouble than what than the explosion itself. And you can kind of see he has like a little side table, and he picks a piece of paper up, a piece of parchment up rather, and he starts looking at it, and he says, "So I have heard from our city guards that they are looking for a couple of assaulters and runaways. From their descriptions, they appear to be looking for an aquatic elf, a
Not
dragonborn,
for elf.
a half orc, a half elf, and a bear." He just kind of looks at you all, just glaring at you, and he puts the parchment down with a bit of force. He just kind of like slaps it on the table, and he leans closer to you all. He says, "And most importantly, all of these people appear to have a pin, which I can again only assume would be a symbol of the city of Weymill." And he just kind of glares at you for a second, kind of scowling.
Even the bear?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
He glares at you.
I mean, I held back this long. I had someone.
No, this is that was in character.
Yes, the bear seemed
to look
somehow
like.
It appears that the bear seemed to have been allied with you all.
A bear?
With us?
I want a pet bear.
I feel like doesn't this report sound a little fanciful to you? Your guards got taken out by a bear?
In the city?
Near water? We're not near a forest.
We're in the middle of a city, and your guards got taken out by a bear.
Both of you make persuasion. Ileana and Soraka make persuasion.
Oh.
Wait. Please, dear God. Oh, hell yeah, I got a 19.
I got a 16.
He just kind of glares at you all again. His brow furrowed. And he is just staring you down. He doesn't appear to be particularly pleased with your comments. But he leans back in his throne and he says, "Well, this is a city of magic. It would not surprise me for such things to be happening. And given that Maz," and again the king glares at the elf, who is still smiling, his eyes closed and very reverent towards King Saires. But King Saires again gives him a quick glare. He said, King Saires again turns his attention back to you and says, "Regardless, with all of the evidence that seems to have popped up recently, I unfortunately can only assume that it is indeed you, Ambassadors of Weymill. I will again give you a chance to defend yourselves, or perhaps explain what you were doing what caused your this absolute this, and you can see his he puts his you can kind of see his fingers, his hands are like really clutching his throne right now, and you can see that again his brow furrowing, and just he's doing his best to keep his emotions in check, we'll say. But he says, he continues, how I will give you an opportunity to defend or explain yourselves as to why you have decided to assault some of our finest men in the city. Do you laugh at this?
Please,
These are
please,
the
dear God, this is not in character.
I know it's
so
not in
close.
character.
I am so close to wanting to make it in character. You have no idea. That was their finest men. That was their finest. This is not in character yet.
No wonder they need us.
I literally I wanted.
I mean, what's he
wanted,
gonna do
I
to
wish
us
we
if
were
we-
under scrutiny, so I could kneel over and whisper in his bib and be like, "Damn, that was their finest men. Damn."
Too bad you don't have the spell or whatever.
Oh fuck! I think I do have that spell. You bet.
Burn the swat. Burn the swat.
Wait, no, I don't have it yet. That was a different
Spell?
character. The whisper one, I don't have it yet. I almost had it, and then I do have. I have message. Never mind, I do have it.
Yeah, but you do
I was
have
gonna
to
say.
whisper it though. I think you do have to move your lips for that one.
Guess
so.
who has super stealth? Me.
And it's a cantrip too, so it's
Yeah,
it
so
burns
I'm not
nothing.
wasting garbage, man. I'm gonna freaking send a message to Nisbet and be like, "Wow, damn, that was their best man."
This response is gonna be like, dude, we weren't there. We didn't see it.
No, we were there. Remember, I messaged you, and you're like, "No, we just took our pins off and we walked through the doorway." Remember?
I thought we went through the different a whole different gate thing.
Oh yeah, or something. We just did something, but we were there. We just walked past it, and they fought. But literally.
All right, how are we gonna respond to this, guys?
Sorry, I got so distracted. Damn, that's their best man.
Shoot.
How?
Francis, can we talk out of character, or is this something that we're gonna have to figure out by ourselves?
I'll let you talk out of character for a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Merits of telling the truth. Not the full truth, but the truth that we were trying to investigate the murders further. We could talk about how Elaine, you can talk about how they wouldn't take you back peacefully. They wanted to take you back forcibly to the castle.
Yeah, no, I
And-
asked them to take me back to the castle, and they said no.
Yeah. You could go with that. So
Okay,
you
cool.
go with that. Shit. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, honestly, his story's not matching up with what actually happened.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know, not completely.
What?
Didn't
How so?
name it
Like,
or
yeah.
identify everyone.
Yeah,
Also,
and
Well,
they
the
didn't
thing
catch
is,
a
the only
bird?
person who was assaulting them was Lexa. Not any of us.
I was attacking them, but I was hiding.
No, but I mean, we started attacking later,
Oh,
after they
gotcha.
were hitting us.
And wasn't Dree a bird?
No,
Dree
she
really
can't fly.
No.
Dree kept trying to
bear.
be a bird.
Okay,
Dree
gotcha.
tried really hard to be a
Dree
bird,
was a
and
bear for
Francis
that.
and like rules, and Francis were like, no.
Like flying. Because I know she wanted to fly. I just couldn't remember if she turned into a bird or not.
She was a
Okay.
bear. Remember,
Yeah.
they're looking for a bear. So
Yeah, it's just strange because like they're like, oh, come back to the palace, and then tried to go back to the palace. Like one person did, and they're like, no, and then tried to like do something by force, and then when we tried to like defend ourselves, at least the few of us who didn't sneak past, tried to defend themselves. All of a sudden, everything is our fault.
All of a sudden, we're assaulting them.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
that's the thing that doesn't match up to me. Is I'm like thinking back on it, I'm like, wait, like Elaine was perfectly willing to be like, yeah, take me back, and then all of a sudden they were like, no.
Yeah. And we didn't kill them. It was just an assault. We didn't kill them. We just
Yeah, it was
incapacitated them.
self-defense. They
It's just
attacked us
assault.
first. Yeah, I say we go with that.
Okay.
Fine,
And
he wants the. He's like, what? Like, fine. He wants the truth. We'll give him the truth. They attacked first.
And then the rest of the truth is like, so we went to explore the explosion, got separated from Oz and the rest of the night. So we're like, okay, well, while we're lost, might as well look into the murders a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we were down there. Yeah. And then we got waylaid by the guards, and we were like, yeah, we can go back to the castle. And they're like, no, we got to take you this. And we're like, no, we should go back to the castle. Yeah, there we go. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. All right, so who wants to
Emily,
breach that
you good?
story?
Emily, you good? You know the whole story?
I feel like Elaine should tell her part.
Damn it.
I'm like, I feel like Katrina doesn't trust herself to
But
do it.
it's not deception nor persuasion. You're just telling the truth.
Yeah, I know.
So Sirocco tells the part about, hey, we got separated during the explosion. We were looking, and then eventually just decided, hey, let's just look for the murders, and eventually we'll make our way back to the castle. And
Then we got all
most of us-
separated and lost.
Yeah.
Then we got separated. Then some of us, and then Elaine tells her bit about the guards, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hope this works.
Okay.
So, will one of you please step forward and speak first?
Elaine's gonna nudge Sirocco.
That sigh was in character, by the way. Fine. You want the truth? Like, okay. I'm sorry, what was our beginning point? Where does he want us to start?
I would just like an explanation as to you have decided to assault some of
Okay, I'll do
our
this
city
part.
guards.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you only want to know about that.
You're as well as your absent.
Stick to the plan.
You gotta stick to the plan. Get off of this. Get off of my butt. God. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go. You may continue. You can kind of see he's just kind of, his fingers are starting
Hello?
to just kind of.
Hi.
Sorry, yeah, my Discord just
You couldn't hear
freaked
us for a
out.
second?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, no, it froze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I couldn't even click to like try and fix anything. Yeah, no, it was just frozen with like a spinny wheel. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
All good. So Sirocco steps forward,
I mean,
or is Elaine stepping forward?
the big thing they want to know about is the
I'll
guards.
step forward.
I'm like,
Yes,
because
we
the only
want to
thing
know.
Sirocco can really say is like, yeah, okay, there was an explosion, and since we were here to investigate, we went to go investigate the explosion. So that's where we went
So
for
you
a
went
hot
to
second.
you went to the explosion. Is that correct?
Well, we went to go try and find it.
And yet Maz was unable to find you after he himself went to the explosion?
I told you we tried to find it. I never said we did.
He just kind of, you can kind of see his finger just kind of tapping, looking at you, Sirocco, and looking at Maz. Okay, so that explains. And you did not seek to find him further?
We got
Yes.
lost.
Thank you. Like, that's what I was going to say. But yeah.
And you found yourselves by the market on the north side of the town. You crossed the river.
Apparently we did.
I'm like, I mean, out of character, I'm like, yeah, I have no idea where in the town we were at all. So,
The Memphis Steps.
yeah.
Oh, that's in character? Sorry.
No, that was not in. No, I mean that was out of character. Like, but also in character. Like, we don't know this city, you know.
Yeah. Well, then we saw these guards. I went up to talk to them. They refused. They threatened to take me here, which is where I wanted to go. And then they didn't take me here. They refused. And then they started attacking me.
Our guards attacked you.
I know, it was weird.
And so they began it. This was in self-defense.
Yep. I definitely didn't throw the first punch.
And you stayed on the north side of the town for quite some time? Why were you in the north side?
Investigating murders, like we're here to do.
Excuse me, Gnome, I apologize, but I requested that the half-orc and the Genasi speak. You will have your turn.
Okay.
Well, ditto what he just said.
But it is true. You brought us
Yeah.
here for a reason. Why are you trying to back
Did you
from
find any?
carrying out an investigation? Shouldn't we be out there looking all over? Find maybe information you've passed over? Why are you wanting us to come back here when we have so much daylight left and so much unexplored city to look at?
The king ignores you, Sirocco, and he looks
He
at
ignores me?
Elaine.
That bastard.
He says, did you find anything in the north side of the town regarding the murders?
Just more rumors and speculation. Nothing very helpful yet. We still don't know who's committing the murders. We don't know how to preemptively figure out who's going to be targeted next. No new real leads. Do you have any other information? Is that why you summoned us here?
He just kind of puts his... Again, he ignores your question, Elaine, and just puts his head in his chin in his hand and starts stroking. Just looks like he's thinking.
Why did you really call us here?
He's not gonna... Just let him think.
No. If he really wanted these murders solved, he'd be answering our questions. He'd be wanting to help. There's something else.
The Triton, the Gnome, and you with a bone.
Ryan.
Can you please step forward?
Yes.
Erin, Nizbam, and Ileana, I need you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
fuck!
Charisma saving throw. Charisma
Oh
saving throws.
god!
My bad.
I mean, we're still fucked. Hey, Francis, is this a magical thing?
This is a magical thing.
Okay. No cunning.
Stone of
Save me.
Truth. Oh, that was bad, but it
13.
probably doesn't count as that same.
What does a
13.
charisma saving throw do? Like, what is that?
So it should be. Let me double. Actually,
Like, is it a charm thing?
no, it's not a charm thing.
Okay.
So 17 for Nizbim. Oh,
18.
Wait, is this a saving throw?
Not
sorry.
a 17. 13.
It's a saving throw,
13?
right?
13, 18, and what did Aaron get?
Wait, is this a saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 14.
14. So as you all step forward, you just kind of take a couple steps forward, and as Soraka and Elaine just step back into line, and Aaron and Nizbim, you feel like you walk into a zone, let's say, and you feel compelled to tell the truth.
Zone of truth.
Aaron
You
and
guys,
y'all.
Oh no. Aaron.
Aaron
So-
is going to get us all killed.
Where did you go to the explosion? Did you seek to investigate the explosion?
Shit.
Is that in character?
Is that what Aaron says?
Aaron looks at Nisbib. I was told not to say anything.
We left the inn promptly at the sound of the explosion.
And where did you go right after the explosion?
We
Outside.
went north.
We went north. Interesting. The explosion was north, but not north towards the market.
Got lost. There was
There's not a question in that statement.
Yeah. And like, it's not a question they don't have to answer.
oh. I mean, I was just gonna say that there was tons of people, so we just got turned around.
Make a deception check, Ileana.
It's not a deception though, like there was lots of people there.
Make a deception check, Ileana. Make a persuasion check then. Make a persuasion
what?
check. A
A
persuasion,
persuasion check.
I mean, it's the same thing as +2 on either. Oh, it's a nat 20.
All right. All right. He says, well, that is fair. There was a large amount of chaos, if his report was anything to go by. I'm still concerned that you somehow found your way across the river. Specifically, you, Triton. You were approached by our guards, asked to come with them, and you promptly swam away. Do you have anything to explain yourself?
Aaron looks at Nisbib.
Okay, wait, out of character. Katie, you need to just start avoiding the freaking elf who's like who keeps hitting on you.
Like I don't know. Like best thing to say is like.
No, I know what
Tell
you're
them you're
saying, but
extremely
Aaron's looking at
racist.
Nisbib.
She is though.
Them not to talk.
Nizu says, "Say something."
I would like a
They
word
attacked
from
me.
the Triton.
They attacked me, and I almost lost consciousness. I did the only thing anyone would do, which was jump into the water.
They attacked you, but you did not go with them. They asked for you to come with them peacefully.
I was trying to return to my friends. They wouldn't let me. I did not
What?
attack them. I did not touch them.
He nods. He says, "Very well. Yet I still worry, considering that you are under hire from us, and you seem to have disregarded an order from your employers." And he turns back to you, Nizbim, and Ileana.
Apologies for neglecting to heed your summons immediately. We are still at your service, and I have a question. Are you getting hired? Hired is an interesting word. I thought we were representatives from Weymill, and our assistance was act of good faith from Estelle. Is that her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you are here under Estelle's. This we asked for assistance, and Estelle, as you said, in good faith, offered you as assistance. However, with these attacks, this appears to be perhaps not the assistant that we were looking for.
I'm sure we meant no disrespect. But is it not better that we have the ability to act independently as a third party in this investigation with little stake in the other parties involved?
Make a persuasion check.
God damn it. Yeah, at least it's a 18! 18! Okay.
Cyrus again nods and says, "Yes, it is good that, for fairness, perhaps that there is a third party involved. However, we in the House of Lucille are still worried about you being the third party in particular, is what I will say. So I will give you just a couple more questions before I make my decision on your status as our assisters. What did you find out during your investigation of the murder? You said that you were unable to find who's doing the murder, or no way of knowing who will be targeted.
Well, one rumor we came across was that the victims aren't worshippers of Agma, but worshippers of Ilmater.
With that, Cyrus just kind of, his eyes go open and he just kind of glares at you, Nizbim. Interesting rumor. Do you know, it is very much untrue, as the people being killed are not of that religion. But continue. Do you know what other rumor? Do you have any other rumors regarding who is killing? You said you found rumors after all. What are these rumors?
None that I believe. are credible.
And these rumors are.
Fuck.
I mean, you could just say the truth.
I mean, he has to say the truth.
No. I mean, like, instead of trying to, like, talk around it, like, you can just say that, like, possibly some sort of royal inside job. He just said he didn't believe it, and he's saying the truth. Like, he knows he's under the truth influence.
Yeah, I mean,
And also, we don't believe it because we don't know yet.
Yeah.
And we're all doubting it because we're like, why would he be the one doing that if he's hired us?
The rumor, all right, back in Nisbin. Rumor is that you are the one, or at least behind, or the Crown and the Violet Knights are the ones behind such murders of worshippers of Ilmater. I don't see a motive or any reason to believe that. So
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
okay. Francis, I can only be so lucky. Another 18!
Interesting rumors. This is very helpful. I thank you. Do you have anything else to add, Triton or Elf?
Guys, I can't lie and say I have nothing else to add.
Liana just kind of shakes her head and we're like, we've told you everything.
Make a deception check, Eliana.
Oh. Hopefully I can be as lucky as Sean. And that is not a natural 20, but it's an 18 plus 2.
Okay.
Francis, you're like, darn.
He said, again, King Saires kind of looks at all of you, specifically Ileana and Aaron, as you both, as Ileana shakes her head and Aaron says, he just kind of nods his head and says, very well. I see that you are making progress, and even if these seem to have a keen mind as to what rumors are true and what not. I am very pleased with that. And despite your transgressions, I am allowing you to continue your work, as we do appreciate a third party investigating this. Hopefully you are able to get into the citizens of Leor and find this information in these rooms, which you have appear to be doing a fine job of finding. I will say that I do not appreciate you attacking our city, and as such, I am unfortunately going to have to keep you on a leash, so to speak. And one of the Violet Knights Knights of the House of Lucille will be with you at all times, so that perhaps you may not do anything rash, let us say.
Do we get a say in which knight gets to hang out with us?
You will have the Violet Knight, which I assign to you.
Of course.
We are grateful for your mercy.
Oh, God.
King Saires gives a little bit of a smile from you,
God.
words
Ew.
Nisbim, and says, I am, as I said, very thankful for the work, and I hope that you're able to get to the bottom of this. Now, Moz, and he turns over to the
Of
elf.
course.
Loud groan that can be echoing throughout the throne room.
God damn it, Aaron! We're so close to getting out of here without anything.
We are going to have a regarding priorities and not finding roses for your crush. However, you and he turns over to the Dragon Ball. He says, Erche Khaled, Knight of the House of Lucille, you are on duty. You are to be with the Ambassadors of Weymill to oversee them in their work. And Erche stands up and gives a kind of, well, not stands up, but kind of stands up at attention and says, it would be my honor to do my work as a knight of the House of Lucille. And she gives a kind of like a genuflecto to the king.
Ew.
And the king says, very well. You ambassadors are dismissed. I wish you the best in hopes that you are able to find, solve this mystery, which these murders which have plagued our city. And Erche stands up and leads you out of the hall and out of the castle.
Whew. We have our heads, guys.
Oh, please,
Now.
we would have fought him. Sirocco is not happy.
We were surrounded by guards.
Sirocco is not happy.
Aaron is not happy. But Aaron is happy that Moz is not the one with us.
For now.
And still now.
Guys, do you want to precipitate a war between Leor and Weymill? Do you want to be responsible for that?
Oh, please.
No, but also at the same time, like, we're just here to help. Like, if they're going to treat us like this, we can just leave.
How are they supposed to even go to war if they can't solve their own murder mystery? What did she say?
They are. Fuck them.
Now we have the Dragonborn following us.
Yes, the Dragonborn, who's walking with you again. She has a kind of oops. Oh no, where'd it go? She just kind of has she has a kind of a silver long silver shirt, kind of it's sleeveless, with a kind of a navy shorts, no, not navy shorts, a navy pants around, and she has a nice looks like a black boots. And red Dragonborn has hazel eyes. She's towers 6 foot tall, and she's just kind of walking very properly. She's very she carries herself well as she guides you down out of the castle.
So, Erche, what brought you to the service of King Saires?
She kind of looks at you, Nisbim, and she says, well, I am one and she kind of gives you can kind of see she kind of when you ask her that she kind of gives a slight smile, and she faces towards you. She turns her head towards you, Nisbim, as you're. She kind of puts her hand kind of on her chest, right on the sternum, kind of. When she says, "Well, I am one of the foremost assassins of the House of Lucille, and I have been very blessed to be under the service of King Saires." And she says that with much pride.
Cool.
You breathe fire.
She says she looks at you, Ileana. Can I breathe fire? Oh dear, I can breathe fire. Of course
Ileana's
I can.
eyes just like open wide, like, oh.
It is not exactly the most proper way of disposing of enemies, but it will do in a pinch. And she kind of smugly just kind of continues walking with her chest high again, very proud of her abilities as a Dragonborn.
Ileana just
So-
kind of walks close to her, just like completely fascinated.
So, Ambassadors of Weymill, where would you like to head to next?
I don't know about you guys, but I need a long sleep.
I mean, do you have any other leads or any sort of thing?
You have been assigned to this particular mission, so unfortunately, I do not have any leads. I am here, after all, just to
That was loud.
Are there
Thanks, Mom. Now you know how I feel whenever you leave your volume on for your advertisements. Don't you?
The bitterness.
That's all. Like that's why I have to keep muting myself.
I am simply here to keep track of.
Great. Okay, so you're a babysitter
Ambassadors.
and you're no help. Awesome. Okay, guys. So what do we want to do?
As you say, you're no help. She kind of snorts out like a from her nose, just like a cloud of smoke. Like she's absolutely offended by what you just said.
Listen, you have no information for us, and I know you're going to feed whatever you think is necessary back to the king and the queen. It's whatever. But I fail to see how you're actually here to help us. You're here to watch us. You're not here to help. You have no information that can aid us in anything. And for all we know, you're here to make sure we stay out of the way. So, yeah, as of right now, you're no help to us.
She just kind of gives a gasp, and she puts her hand on her chest, like you tore out her heart, Sirocco. And she says, "Well, I will have you know that I am privy to all of the sorts of rumors and which are being spread upon this great city, particularly in my circles. I am very good at finding information, I'll have you know."
Oh, really? Prove it.
Make a persuasion check.
This better be a high roll. Please, please, please be high. I want this to work out for me. I do want it to work out. Oh, yeah, 18.
18. With an 18, so you can kind of see like a sparkle in Airche's eyes, almost like a fire has been Like a fire has been lit under her from your challenge, Sirocco. And she says, "Very well, follow me." And she leads you off.
Hello? Oh, there you guys are. Okay.
She leads you off towards down the city. She says, "Let's go to my favorite place then to find information." And that's where we will end tonight.
Aw.
Oh man. God.
Oh, guys.
Man. It was
Guys,
kicking
what
off
an
so
episode.
much.
Y'all, this might be my favorite.
You say that every week.
It just gets better and better every week, Emily.
Yeah.
God, yeah, no, I was all that came out just now. I was holding that from the King.
Oh my god.
It was so
Okay, guys, but
annoying.
seriously-
I know he has
seriously, guys.
something up his sleeve.
Yeah, that king is full of shit.
Yeah.
Something sketchy. Something is sketchy going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I gave away too much, but I wanted to throw him a bone to say, hey, we actually accomplished something.
Also,
Could've
you
thrown
got
him
zone
a
of
literal
truth.
bone.
He wouldn't
Bye,
have
Greg.
liked that.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Greg.